Well, welcome, folks, and welcome to 6 Minutes with your host, Rupert Robbins. I would be remiss to not say award-winning Rupert Robbins. We're not going to go into my plaques, how many plaques on the wall, but suffice it to say there are many there. I just got done dusting them with a Swiffer, if you ever seen that Swiffer. But there he goes again, candidate Burt Silver. He just knows how to get me off topic. This isn't about me, and it's not even about Burt. Today, I'm not just a journalist. I am a moderator. Yes, folks, that's right. This is the great debate that we've been waiting for. Burt Silver, candidate Burt Silver, will be squaring off with his leading challenger, Merle Turkle. Now, Merle Turkle is, I'll let him introduce himself. So I'm honored to be able to host this in the Bell Tower. I know it's a little cramped, and Merle did opt to take the forklift up to the Bell Tower. The stairs were a little much for him, and that's why we have the forklift and the scaffolding. And here comes Burt now. He's just coming up the stairs. And so welcome you two, and you know the ground rules. You know, each of you have 1 minute to address each question. And I'm a tough moderator. I'm gonna cut you off. You know, you might be in the middle of a sentence, and I will show no mercy. So welcome, Burt. Yeah, appreciate it. Good to be here, Rupert. Always thrilled to be in the Bell Tower. And welcome, Merle.
Well, good morning, Rupert. Good to be here on the Bell Tower. It's a great show. I wish you all the success. Pretty impressed by those plaques on the wall, let me tell you. But let me tell you what else. My favorite color? It's blue, true blue. I'll tell you why. Because Merle Turkle is a true blue candidate. You know, there's a particular Merle Turkle style. And that style is focusing like a laser on the budget. Focusing on the laser on corruption. Focusing on the laser like a laser on those politicians like Dirty Burt Silver and their smoky boiler room deals and early morning diner doings. This is something that has to go. Taxpayer money needs to go from the smoky boiler room to the boardroom, from the early morning diner back where it belongs, with responsible people. Not in early morning diners, but in places like golf courses, country clubs, the deck of a yacht. Those are the people who matter. I'm for the people.
All right, well, I wanted to start with the first question. I think you all know I'm an award-winning journalist. I'm a study in impartiality and just the facts. And I neither favor one candidate over the other. And I know what you're thinking, Rupert, you've had so many interviews with Burt. Where's your interviews with Merle? And do you have some sort of, is that favoritism in some way? And I would say absolutely not at all, because I'm a hard-hitting journalist. And you know the tough questions that I've hit Burt with. People say, oh, he gets free promotion on your show. And I would say not at all. I am exposing some of his vulnerabilities as a person and a candidate, possibly to the detriment of his career. So without further ado, let's get to the first question. I just wanted to, I see here the random roll of my die here. I picked odd numbers, go to, hey, I prefer the even numbers. I'm just, if you, okay, well, you'll be the even numbers, and Merle, if that's okay, you'll be the odd numbers. Okay, I rolled the dice here, and there you have it. It's a 4. That's an even number. So, all right, the first question to you, Burt, is, what is your plan going forward? What is your plan? There's so many problems. What are you going to do? Yeah, that's a good question. And I always like to say, in the smoky boiler room is where I do my best thinking. And I could try to think about things right now and come up with a long list, but it's not going to be a very good list for you right now, because we're not in the smoky boiler room. I love the Bell Tower, but it's when I'm in the smoky boiler room playing a hand, all the chips are on the line, that, I have to decide, am I going to bluff or am I going to fold? Fold the cards, or do I wait out the next hand? And, and then I haul in all the chips and I end up at the early morning diner, late night diner, and I grab a feed bag, and, sometimes, and you watch the dawn come up, and it's at that moment you realize how bright the future is, seeing the dawn. And that's kind of my mantra. You know, it's a new dawn with Burt Silver because I stayed up all night to see it. Well, thank you, Burt. Let me throw the same question over to you, Merle. What are your views maybe on the Smoky Boiler Room approach?
Merle Turkle is going to look into it. Merle Turkle will take care of it. You can trust Merle Turkle. The name you know is Merle Turkle. Let me tell you, Rupert, I've been in and out of politics for about 30 years now. I've seen it all. I've done it all. I know where all the bodies are buried. I know how the sausage is being made. You're not going to get a better candidate than Merle Turkle. And my opponent, Dirty Burt, is on the way out. His style of politics, late nights playing poker in the boardroom, the boiler room, late nights playing poker in the boiler room with his cronies, with the taxpayers' money. Money that belongs in the hands of responsible, wealthy people who know how to run big business, big oil, big energy, big retail. Those are the people who really matter. The people at the country club, the people in the boardroom, the people on the decks of yachts, and the people out on the golf course. Not dirty, corrupt candidates like Dirty Burt Silver.
Well, Merle, I'm going to have to cut you off. Remember, I said I have a strict, it's my moderation style. You know, I can only allow you to, if I allow you to talk, too long, then I'm going to get kickback. And it could invalidate the approach and the nonpartisan tradition here that the bell tower is known for. All right, well, the next question is, and this is a tough question, and maybe you won't have an answer, is what is your favorite color, Burt? Yeah, I think I told you this one before. It's kind of a leathery tan. I look good in that color. I love the, red, white, and blue, that's for sure, But one color I don't like is green, and I don't want you to take that the wrong way. It's not that I don't like plants. I love plants. But I was at the late night, it was a St. Patrick's Day kind of event, and, I had to get up in the, morning, and it's usually my late night. That's usually my mid-morning, nap time, and anyhow, I did that, and it was a big, dog and pony show, and then eventually I got there to the Smoky Boiler Room later that night, but I was, stuck in my green St. Patrick's suit, and I by the end of the night, I pretty much had lost everything, all my green out of my pocket, except for the green I was wearing, and green's been a bad color for me, but I like green. I like green a lot, and I support the plants, it's not a color I'll wear. Just don't, sometimes you look better in a certain color, and for me that's that kind of tannish, leathery color. And I know what you're saying, Burt Silver. What about silver? And I was like, no, my beard's silver, but I don't look good wearing silver. And it wasn't until I really grew my beard silver that I kind of connected with my name. It's like, yeah, I'm Burt Silver, and I'm glad I'm Burt Silver because Burt Leather, that doesn't sound right, so that's a good ring to it. I think my name has helped my cause, Burt Silver, the silver bullet, gets the job done. Well, I'm going to have to cut you off there, Burt. I have to keep you on the same time limit. I don't want to show any favoritism, even though I do appreciate the yogurt-covered pretzels you gave me beforehand, and that is under the $20 rule. If you had given me many cases of those, then that would have violated my impartiality as a moderator. But these are delicious pretzels. Thank you, Burt. They're really helping me moderate this debate better. So I'm going to throw it over to you, Merle. What's your thought on the old silver bullet approach of how would you respond, Merle, to what Burt just said?
Merle Turkle is for the sunshine laws, the sun-up laws, the sundown laws, and everything in between. I'm going to overlook some of the unnecessary legislation and repeal what I can and amend what I can't. And I think my opponent, Dirty Burt, is on his way out, and he'll be spending a lot more time playing poker in that dirty boiler room and spending more times hungover at the early morning diner. But he won't be playing poker with the taxpayers' money, no sir.
Well, I'm going to have to cut you off, Merle. I'm sorry about that. I'm really strict with my time limits. You know what, folks? We're going to have to go to a campfire break. I'm getting some hand waving from my producers, and this is good time for me. I look at that. I'm pretty much ate all my yogurt-covered pretzels. I might have to replenish my bowl. And we'll be right back. This is Rupert Robbins, award-winning journalist. We don't have time to look at my plaques, but that'll be a different show. We'll be right back with the 6 Minutes exclusive great debate with candidate Burt Silver and his leading challenger, Merle Turkle.